Is being an adult always like this? I normalized feeling like this when I was working in kitchens, bakeries for 12 hours a day. Made the switch to be a unionized electrical apprentice, and while my pay has taken a hit for the short term, my mental health has significantly increased. Yes and no. It is like this sometimes. Other times, it is just a plateau and you're kind of coasting. Just living life. Other times life is pretty easy and seems to be perfect. Going your way and simple. Then all of a sudden, you get slapped back into the anxiety-ridden nonsense for a couple more weeks. Living the American dream, I see. I used to feel like this, and this is why I decided to return to my hometown and change career paths. I might make less money, but living in my own house surrounded by nature makes it all worth it. If you feel like anxiety is ruling your life, you need to speak to a therapist. They can help you clear your mind and maybe find a solution that suits you. Yeah, no, you pretty much nailed it. Once you figure out that no one knows what they are doing, it feels better. That mechanic? He's still learning. That police officer? Still learning. That influencer making money? Still learning. I'm successful and happy. But just like everyone, I am failing at dozens of things every day. That is why social media is so unhealthy. You see the highlight reels of individuals when the rest of their world is burning just like yours. You don't see that. You only see the highlights. If you saw the catastrophe that is the normal daily events of most people in the world, you wouldn't feel so bad about yourself and situation. Recognize that no one has it figured out, wealthy or not. The problems and lessons learned are different. Set your own goals and achieve those goals, and you'll be in as good of a mental space as most other people. Recognize that you are imperfect and still learning. Your perspective should change significantly. I can only advise breaking down your day hour by hour. How much do you work? 9 hours? Cool. How much do you sleep? 7 hours. Cool. That leaves 8 hours for everything else. Okay, so you gotta eat a couple meals. Tidy the house. Pay some bills and do dishes. At most that'll be 2 hours a day. Still leaves you with 6 hours for hobbies and such. Breaking down your time like this is a huge help to a lot of people. No, it's not, although it sounds like you may have some mental health issues that need addressing. It do be like that, but not always. I have felt that way for the last decade. I also have chronic depression. You may want to talk to your doctor. Welcome to the club. It's a bitter pill. But if you are constantly stressed, then it's a good idea to talk to a professional to see what you can figure out. Welcome to our modern capitalistic society, where the official motto is, hey, stop complaining about all the societal benefits we deny you. It could be worse. Look at X country. Anxiety and fear go away with knowledge. Knowledge is the counter to fear. The way this plays out in a practical everyday sense for you will vary. But based on the comment, I'm through 2/3 of my last payment. It would seem that a little bit of work solidly budgeting your finances could help. That will show you where money is being wasted, if you are actually short of money or just worried about it, etc. This gives you knowledge to counteract that portion. Even if it shows you are massively short on income, you have the knowledge of that, and can take action on it. For work performance, you should ask your boss for a performance update. Ask them for examples of where you are doing your job, but could be doing it better. And ask for areas where you could grow to a higher position. This will answer whether you are underperforming in your head or in real life. It will also tell your boss that you are interested in doing and being more in the company. And that always helps. Once you have those 2 bits of knowledge, It will de-stress you a bit, and will allow you to mentally be free for some of your hobbies that you thought were dying. Hope that helps. No, it shouldn't be normal. Maybe if you have young kids. How many hours do you work per day? If it is just 8 hours, what are you doing with the rest? I felt this way a lot too. Long story short, I recommend speaking to your doc and pursuing counseling, therapy. Anxiety can ruin your whole life. But there are tools out there to help you feel like yourself again. Good luck. And all the best ETA. This is not suggested as a fix-all, or to dismiss OP's feelings as something wrong with them. Our unequal and profit-driven world contributes endlessly to this exhausting cycle. I only wanted to highlight the approach that helped me to recover my hope and desire to keep going. No offense intended at all. Wishing you all the best. Adulthood certainly comes with some moments of stress like the ones you describe. But they should be few and far between. I haven't had a shower in 2 days. This is not normal. You need to find the time to engage in a basic hygiene routine. Failing to do so will cost you in the long run. I'm through 2/3 of my last payment. Money troubles are a perfectly normal part of adulthood, particularly for those who have just graduated or are not too far along in their careers. You definitely need to look into changing your circumstances in the long run. Though, it isn't always evident how important savings are until you need them. I have to constantly clean and be ready. You don't have to constantly clean. Just enough so that you and your belongings aren't gross. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by being ready. If you mean you have to look presentable for work, then yes. This is a necessity and gets easier the more you get used to it. I am getting depressed because my hobbies are dying. Plenty of adults have similar experiences. You need to manage your time better. Work and cleaning can't take up your entire day. And I am so stressed out I want to cry, but I physically can't. I'm sorry that you're feeling overwhelmed. You need to take some time to think things through because you cannot continue to live your life like this. Adulthood should be equally challenging and rewarding. And it looks like you're only getting the former. I'm just praying for the weekend. As most are. But the anxiety of work still lingers over me. There are plenty of adults who dread going to work. There are a myriad of reasons for feeling like this. From a difficult work environment to an unhelpful boss. Only you can decide whether it's the work itself that's making you feel this way or something else. And I still feel like I'm underperforming. Has anyone actually told you that you are? What do people around you think about your circumstances? If you were actually underperforming at work or elsewhere for an extended period of time, it's a good bet that someone would have let you know by now. Haha. It sucks being an adult. Gets exponentially worse when you have children. Find a way to normalize the stress by accepting it as your new reality. No, it really isn't. Either you need a new job if yours is too stressful, or you need to build some competence at work and skills and routines outside of work to cut down on your stress levels. There are always periods of high stress, but they should be transitory. Try to take care of yourself regarding hygiene. You can do it. You're worth it. Other than that, yes, it sucks most of the time. So cherish the times it doesn't suck. Sometimes yes. Sometimes no. How many hours do you spend working, commuting to work? Why are you taking work home with you? Especially on your days off? Please. For the love of all that is holy, talk to a therapist.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.